Only 2. A custom-made, attached to my knife and Anubis' collar. Though I can only rely on my ears, I can easily identify them. Last one has been confiscated and is not in my possession. Till now? Anubis brought the body here. I heard a familiar sound. But my knife must have been embedded in the body. Imagine my confusion when I found out that it was merely a chisel with my bell attached. Indeed, your knife is nothing like this chisel. Either way, those bells are my trademark. Moreover, I'm the only one in this prison who uses chisels. With all this, I knew I would be falsely suspected. So, I removed the murder weapon and hold it. So you're claiming that you only moved the body? Oh, did I tell you that chisel isn't mine? I'm lying. Go ahead and check for my finger. Sebastian!
Me? But how do I check for
Forensics.
Yes, ma'am! Reaction! We have fingerprints! They're Knightley's, Justine!
What about Dogen's?
Nope, just Knightley's. And there's no evidence of prints being wiped either.
On Knightley's fingerprints. It can't be.
Should we re-examine it?
See now? I never even touched that chisel. Because I ordered Anubis to carry it in his mouth. In other words, the fingerprints belong to the chisel's original owner.
The murder weapon's owner was the victim. Huh, this is perplexing.
At any rate, I did not touch the murder weapon. In other words, the killer could not have been me. Isn't that right?
I have nothing to refute that. How could this... Is he really not the killer? Could Dogen's testimony actually be true? This can't be.
It seems this is sufficient enough not to warrant any further explanation. As it stands, you have not changed the state of this case. I believe this is more than enough reason for us to relieve you of your badge. To save any needless fuss, I suggest you hand over your badge now.
This is bad, sir! They sound serious!
It's regrettable, but with those prints as decisive evidence, I'll have to rethink my logic from step 1. But there are still many unexplained things. Why would Mr. Knightley be carrying a chisel? But to be used for many things, perhaps even prison escapes. Well then, how did he carry it into the prison? I mean, the prisoners aren't even allowed cutlery. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth! Even if your reasoning is off at first, you shouldn't let that confuse you. The most important thing is to arrive at the truth. Isn't that right? It doesn't matter how you get there. The end result is to save Simon. We have to do everything we can for his sake.
Well said, Kay!
Nice one, Kay. I really want to scout you for the law firm now. Remember when Uncle Ray said, a defense attorney never gives up? Miles, do you understand the true meaning behind those words? The true meaning of those words. Defense attorneys carry the fate of their client on their shoulders. You are the only person your client can rely on. Just like with Mr. Keys, we're the only ones who can save him now. We are linked by fate to our clients. That is why we must never give up. There's no way Uncle Ray can go against the teachings of Gregory. So, what will you do? Currently, I am a defense attorney's assistant. No, an assistant at my father's firm. I have made a commitment to this case. Therefore, if I don't save my client, I cannot say I've achieved it. I will abide by this. to save Simon Keys. No matter how many times my logic fails, I will always find another possibility.
Okay, you're finally back! Well then, let's search for that other possibility. To start with, do you think there was a way Mr. Knightley could have brought the chisel into the prison?
The method Knightley used to bring the chisel into the prison was... the chessboard? Normally, metal objects can't be brought into the detention center or the prison.
They'd just be caught by the security gate.
However, there is one way to avoid this, and that is if they're sent in a package to the detention center.
That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check.
So they don't use a metal detector for that.
This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless.
Knowing this, Knightley asked Simon to send him a package, namely a chessboard containing the chisel.
Well, this has solved one of our problems. The fact that the chisel was not Mr. Dogen's but Mr. Knightley's.
Given this, one major issue remains. The security camera shows a dog attacking the victim. As long as that exists, I will maintain that Dogen is the killer. But Dogen never touched the murder weapon. I'm stumped.
We also desire a conclusion to this matter.
Mr. Edgeworth, we can use one of my secret weapons, sir. Secret weapon number 4, the video analyzing machine, Mr. Analysis.
How original? What's with that ridiculous name?
I named it myself, sir. This'll let us analyze video footage in detail.
Go ahead. You'll soon see I'm not lying. Don't know what will come of this, but all we can do now is investigate.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you know how to use Mr. Analysis?
The video analysis machine. Should I hear how to use it? I actually do want to know because this is new. Detective Gumshoe, could you show me how to use it?
Of course, sir. Fundamentally, it's the same as investigating a crime scene. You just examine anything that piques your curiosity. To examine,
I just pressed the X button.
Now, I'd like you to look at the buttons below of the monitor. The left and right buttons will rewind and fast forward, respectively. And the center button lets you pause the video. Let's make good use of it to advance our investigation, sir.
To rewind and fast forward, I use the Y and A button.
I don't know where those are on the keyboard.
And to pause, I use the B button.
While pause, you can go to the previous frame or the next frame. You just use the same left and right buttons as before, sir. Next, I'll explain how to zoom in. Just point the cursor at the area you want to zoom in and press the button on the upper left of Mr. Analysis. The one that says Zoom Plus.
It seems I can also use L button to zoom in.
Breaking fourth walls. And after you zoomed in, you can examine it just like you would the original image. Use the previous frame and the next frame buttons to examine frame by frame. But you can't actually play back the video in this mode, so keep that in mind.
What should I do if I want to zoom out?
Just press the top left button of Mr. Analysis again, sir. Now, it should say Zoom Minus. That concludes the explanation, sir. Well then, let's turn on Mr. Analysis. Use Mr. Analysis to examine any suspicious part of the video, sir.
This is the video from the detention center's camera. I believe this was the moment when Knightley was being attacked by the dog. If that wasn't the case, then what does it show? Is the person in this video really Knightley? And what is the true form of the black silhouette attacking this person? I should check the video and try to find the answers to these two questions.
There could be unexpected things in unexpected places, so be sure to check every nook and cranny of the video, sir.
Alright. What part of the video is strange? Alright, so we're gonna pause somewhere here, I think. Zooming into this.
this is... I fear we have made a grave miscalculation. This animal, this silhouette, no matter how you look at it, it is not a dog. This animal is...
A bear? Looks like a bear. Wait a minute.
From the silhouette, I say the animal is not a dog, but a bear.
So then, in that photo I took,
those footprints must have belonged to this bear, yes.
Wait a minute. Did you say a bear?
Yes, that man is the first to come to mind. Now that we know this black shadow isn't a dog but a bear, there's a good possibility that the man being attacked is not Knightley.
Whatever could show that man... Whatever could show that this man isn't Knightley. Should be somewhere in the video, wouldn't it, sir?
Since his face is not visible, it would be difficult to get direct confirmation. However, perhaps there is something indirectly reflected.
Something reflected? Hey, isn't there a mirror in the cell, sir?
Indeed. That could be worth examining. What part of the video is strange?
Oh god, this is really hard, man. This is cool, but it's kind of hard. Ah! I didn't... stop. Go back. Wait. It's not on the reflection now. Like, trying to figure out how to get this to work. Holy shit. I need to, like, go back, because this is... Well, that's his bum! Oh, wait, I think I just saw it. Hold on a second, we might got something here. So precise, let's see. Hey, look, that looks like a head.
The reflection of this person can be seen in this mirror. Is that a cap on his head?
Actually, it looks kind of like the caps the prison guards wear, sir. You don't think it was a guard who was attacked?
Have you received a report of any guard being attacked by an animal?
Oh, not that I've heard, sir.
Then it was someone else wearing a guard's uniform. See. I have evidence that shows what this cap is. It is...
Wasn't there a report of, like, a missing uniform?
There was no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting two and two together, I'd say this was a disguise for the purpose of a prison escape.
Disguise as a guard? That sounds like it could have been successful, sir. Huh? Speaking of prison escapes.
Indeed, that person certainly was successful. We were all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley.
But it's his cell after all. Why would anyone else?
That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the tunnel under his bed. It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video.
Well, we're gonna have to stop here and figure out what happened to Elbert and stuff like that in the next video. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!